up, guys? So we have a team challenge. Worlds is coming up in China, and the Yikun team wants to see what everybody's bagging right now. So just figure I'll show you after having pretty much it's actually a 100% Yikun bag for the past 2 months or so. This is kind of what I've landed on, what I've liked so far. Some of them I'm still testing out and getting used to, but yeah, we'll start out. I've got my bag. I'm sticking with my grip bag. It just has plenty of space. It has room for my water bottle, so that's nice. It carries a full out Hydro Flask. And yeah, I love the color of it. I can put Velcro patches up here. Yeah, so then I got my tags, got my Yikun towel. Tally always says, don't forget to bring a towel. So, got that. Other goodies before we get into the actual stuff. Nothing right now. Okay, so we'll start out with putters. Really loving the Xing. For like my inside the circle putts, I like the deep putter feel. I love the bead on it. It's really nice. So inside the circle, and then I have a premium Xing that the team Yikun friends got that I like to drive with. So yeah, outside I like to drive with that guy. And then for outside the circle putts, I really like the Yi, another one that Yikun friends got in our packages, and just really grateful for it. Just really glidey despite the numbers. So yeah, the Yi for outside the circle putts. Hammer for that utility kind of slower zone, kind of like a slammer. This has been a workhorse for me lately. Just all my up shots, both forehand and backhand, just feels really comfortable. Love the little thumb track. So yeah, the hammer has been great, and I cannot wait to get my hands on a crystal hammer. And then ultimate utilities, that crossbow. Yeah, I cannot throw this thing more than like 150 feet without it just diving to the ground. So I put it on extreme anhyzers. My forehand, I hardly ever throw this backhand. But yeah, this crossbow is so much fun to throw. But dang, it really is like the tilt of mid-ranges. Okay, moving on to mid-ranges. So the most understable slot, I'm really liking the Kang. The Kang has got a really nice flip to it. It's not overly like turn and burn, but if I put it on an anhyzer, it just kind of holds over. And then like the hyzer flips are just really nice on it. Feels really good in the hands. I mean, I love the Phoenix plastic all across the board is really nice. So yeah, I'm really digging this for my understable mid-range. Then I got the shoe. So we just recently had done a 3-disc challenge, and I really learned the shoe. Pretty similar to the Kang in flippiness. I guess it's a hair bit slower, so it'll flip up quicker. But I really enjoy understable discs. Really enjoy understable mid-ranges, especially because you can just kind of pop it up. The shoe. Next is brand new to the bag, so I actually have not thrown it yet. I'll probably review it tomorrow after when I'm doing a round. But the Ninja, really excited about this disc. It feels so good in the hand. I'm guessing it's going to be like a mind bender, maybe just like dead straight, maybe a little bit of turn too. From what I hear, the guys say it's a little flippy. So love the color, this neon, this color, Phoenix color is so cool with all the specs in it. I'm sure a lot of you guys on the team have one of these, but I'm looking forward to throwing the Ninja. My absolute favorite mid-range is my Jun. It is so good. It's basically like a buzz or like a hex, just dead straight, and then a really reliable fade, but it seems like it's got way more glide than 5 for me. It just goes forever. Such a fun disc. I love this mid-range so much. I can't wait to get it in more plastic types to see how it flies. Moving on to fairways. Well, we also have the Kang, or the Kui. I haven't thrown this one too much, but when I have, I've really enjoyed it. It's just kind of, it's an interesting utility disc, and I like how dependable fading it is, so I can trust it kind of fading out pretty hard. But still kind of learning it. Still haven't thrown it as much as I should, but enjoying this. Kind of slowly beefing up into the fairways here, which a lot of the numbers here, I have it arranged as fairways for my arm. So we'll kind of get into it here. I've got the B distance driver 9.5 -1.2, dead straight, absolutely dead straight. I don't know, I'm still getting used to it, but I really enjoy this disc. It's very controllable, so I can it'll kind of just hold whatever angle you put it on forever. So a lot of glide too, another number that I feel like it almost pop up a little bit more, but the B, I really enjoy the B. And I got my Who. I'd say it's basically like a flippier B, to where I can hyzer flip it pretty easy, and I haven't really tried it on any rollers yet, but I imagine I could probably try rolling this too. I love the stamp. It's probably one of my favorite stamps by Yikun. Yeah, nothing but good things to say about it, but yeah, it's a fun disc. Pretty similar to like a Valkyrie. We got the View, which this is a lot slower than those last two. My bag's a little jumbled up right now from my last round, but the View, oh my goodness, super flippy. I've rolled it a few times, like really controllable hyzer flip to just straight through the woods. When I hurt my right wrist, I was lefty learning with this guy, and this in the way ended up being my favorite lefty disc. I was getting some pretty good pulls with it, but I can't wait to get the View also in a different plastic, maybe something a little more durable so it's not as flippy, but really love the View. We got the New Wa, also relatively new to my bag, but I've thrown it a handful of times, and it's kind of similar, like a slower B, I'd say, of just like dead straight and neutral. Doesn't really like fade off hard, and it doesn't turn super crazy either, so feels really good in the hand. I really enjoy this one. That Glaze X plastic is so pretty. Every bit of plastic from Yikun is so pretty. Love it. Also newer to the disc, the Baiji. Again, that Phoenix color is so cool with all the flecks of different colors of plastic in it. And this one also is just kind of dead straight. This one has a little bit of flip though. I don't know, maybe this is kind of more like my View, but a little bit, a little more overstable. Not as flippy, but definitely workable, and I'm really enjoying it. Just still have a lot to learn about it. So Let's see here. Yeah, the way. The way also was, like I said, one that I learned my left hand with, and I was throwing pretty good. I want to say maybe almost 300 on my left hand, which was pretty crazy. Just hurt my wrist and really leaned on this guy. Also for the wet rounds, I want to say using the Tiger plastic for really wet, slippery rounds, like the grip is so good with this plastic. So good. Another one that I really want to get premium plastic on. And then my favorite fairway is the Foo. I think there's a lot of the folks on the team, their favorite as well. And again, I need to get this in more plastic color or different plastics as well, see what the stability is like. But I'd say it's kind of similar to like a Vulture or Thunderbird, where you can like pump it hard flat and it'll dump out at the end. So not as overstable as a Firebird or a Felon or anything like that, or a Raptor, but just kind of like a beat-in Raptor, just straight and then a nice hard fade at the end. So I really relied on this disc a lot for both forehand, backhand. Such a good disc. Cannot wait to try it in other plastics. The long, haven't been throwing it too much. It's probably hard to see the stamp on there, but I think most folks have this guy. I haven't thrown it too much, honestly, but I've enjoyed it a lot on forehand, not having to power it so hard. Yeah, I don't have a whole ton to say about it. It's still getting worked into my bag, but I really enjoy it. The Yikun, yeah, also kind of similar to the long, but I'd say I've been throwing this one more than the long for a similar kind of thing of really enjoying it for forehand. And yeah, this Phoenix Star plastic is really cool. It's really neat. Yeah, I wish I had more to say about the Yikun, but still getting used to it. It's actually more overstable than I was kind of expecting it to be, but that's fine. It's really windy here in Texas, and so it's helpful on the windy days to lean on a disc you can trust. Now we're slowly getting into my four last favorite discs here. So we'll start with least of the four favorite, but still favorite nonetheless. The Luan Speed 14. I was expecting this to be like a Stiletto or an Ape, something just like crazy overstable, or like a Nuke OS. But this red one, honestly, it'll like flip a little bit before it really banks out hard to the end. So I need to try it in the blue plastic. Everybody on the team says that the blue plastic's a lot more overstable, but it feels really good in the forehand. And I thought this was going to be my first ace disc because of the skippy reliability, but not really, because the .A was the one that got my first ace. So I got my first Yikun ace with the .A for 2025. Yeah, I love the .A. Especially in West Texas, super windy, so I've been throwing this a lot, and I can trust it. I can really hammer it on an Anheuser and still expect it to come out. Big towering hyzer, spike hyzers, just crashing down. It's a lot of fun to throw the .A. Definitely want to get this in more plastics, because I think this might be one of my third most favorite out of my drivers. So my second most favorite, it comes down between the two. The Fu C. This has been so much fun, and that 6 glide, it's been so good for like low ceilings. I can just like crush this thing low, and it just stays off the ground. nothing but good things to say about the Fusi. I've been getting some of my most major distance with the Fusi. And again, the Glaze X plastic looks so cool. Stamps are so sick. I mean, that's what initially drew me into Yikun, is all the amazing designs. And then last is my favorite, the Shigong. Definitely want to get this in more plastics as well. But this has been like easy distance. It's definitely I think my prettiest disc in my bag. I love this one so much. I know you're not supposed to choose favorite kids, but I'd say this one's probably my favorite kid out of these two. But Shigong, yeah, I can hit it really hard on a hyzer, flips up and rides a little bit to the right, and then comes out of it. And if I give it height and put it on anhyzer, this thing just goes forever. The Shigong is by far my favorite driver so far. So yeah, I can't wait to hear what else everybody else is having in their bags. That's kind of the point of this video, is for all of our teammates to kind of break down what's in their bag, stumble through explaining all their discs like me. Hopefully I'm not the only awkward one, but yeah, just trying to get some more content out there for Yikun. Hoping to start designing some Yikun apparel with Yikun. That'd be really fun and exciting as a graphic designer, and as a graphic designer that respects their design. So yeah, thanks for sitting through me rambling through all of this, and hope you all have a great day.